Okay, welcome everybody to the webinar. As you're coming on, please text, as Ron likes to do. Let us know that you're coming on the webinar. If you can all hear me. I'm excited for this. Obviously, I am not Ron Williams. I'm not an imposter. I'm used to not having a translator. That's why I'm pausing, because all day long now, this is the 7th one, and I've had to wait for the translation, and I just realized I don't have to wait for a translation tonight. So hello, everybody. Thank you for texting and for chatting as you're coming on. Ron is traveling and asked me if I would host the webinars today. And something I realized is that when you start with the Japanese webinar at 7 o'clock in the morning, and you have 7 of them during the day, and your last one is at 7 o'clock at night, and you have to be on all the time on those webinars, it's kind of tiring. So the good news is I have a lot of energy. One thing I learned in the performances is that the best time to catch a performance is either opening night or closing night. Tonight is closing night. This is the last of the webinars. And this is the last webinar of the last of the webinars. So this is a good time to catch and to be on these webinars. So thank you for joining the webinar tonight. What I'll do is we are going to be joined by some special guests tonight, and I'm excited about our lineup of leaders that we have to talk to us. But the first thing I want to do is I want to give a little bit of a summary, but I need to ask a favor of all of you. And that favor is to look at this and listen to this message as if it is the first time you're hearing it. The reason why I'm saying that is that over the last 8 weeks, we've heard some of the same message. And so what happens is it gets a little bit of casual, and it gets a little bit normal or usual for us as we hear it. So I want everybody to clear their mind and to open their eyes as if this is the first time you're hearing this message, because I think it will change your perspective of the way that you're looking at it. Maybe, I hope it does. So let's just do a quick review. As you know, this Road to Paris webinars, these webinars are leading to a launch in Paris at our event that's coming up. And this is all about Prodigy-5, which is the new product that we are launching. So it begins with the Prodigy doctor, Dr. Ambati, the youngest doctor in world's history. I mean, think about that as if you're hearing that for the first time. No one has that kind of message. This is a guy that has set the whole Guinness Book of Records in terms of the youngest doctor, who then teamed or partnered with our own esteemed Dr. Adam Saucedo, and over the last years has brought to market this unique technology that answers a question that every nutrition company has asked. That every nutrition company, as they are formulating and choosing ingredients that go into their formulas, they ask this question: which of these forms of nutrients or vitamins, I'll use calcium as an example, if you put calcium in a product, there are multiple choices of calciums you can use, one of which is used in Tums. Well, that is like chewing gravel. You're going to get as much calcium out of that as you would chew in a rock. There is just not an absorbable form. And so how do you choose those type of ingredients? I've been involved with formulations for 20 plus years in nutrition. This formulation was scientifically put together by 2 individuals that have spent years developing this technology to not only include the sources of the nutrients that are going to make a difference, but with this technology to amplify that. I mean, that is a message that no one else can share. This is not another juice. It's not another multivitamin. This is an all-in-one nutrition shot with a technology that is state-of-the-art, most current, game changer in nutrition. In fact, I'm convinced that if a pharmaceutical company would have heard about this first, they would have paid a lot of money to bring this technology to market. And yet we have been chosen, us at Forever Green have been chosen to bring this technology to the marketplace. That's what I'm talking about. That's amazing in my opinion. So let's talk about the 5 product highlights. Just review them quickly. Number 1, Wow, I get to read it in English. That's exciting. Technology and know-how, that's what I've been talking about. This answers those questions. How much of this am I really taking into my body, into my cells? Our bodies are starving for nutrients. There's a lot of reasons for that. Aging, disease, environmental factors. There's a lot of things that weigh on our ability to absorb nutrients. This technology opens that door, opens the gate. It's such an exciting technology, and we are so honored to have it here at Forever Green. Number 2, phytoplankton. As Ron says, the checkmate in every nutrition conversation. The oldest and most nutrient-dense superfood on the planet. That's what I like to say. Wendy says, she teases me because I talk with my hands, and sometimes you can't see my hands. All you can see is my little finger, so I apologize for that one. But I'm part Italian, I think. Okay, number 3, antioxidant. Antioxidants, our bodies, like an automobile that's in the sun too much, it oxidizes. That's part of the aging process. Antioxidants help fight that. I, for one, am fighting aging. I'm trying to fight aging. Everything I do, from what I use on my skin to going to the gym in the morning, everything else is to try to slow down that aging process. These antioxidants help us to do that. Number 4, vitamins. And if you have not heard Dr. Saucedo's presentation from last week, please go back and listen to that. It is such an important presentation on what vitamins are in this product, what vitamins will do for us, what each of those vitamins mean. It's a great presentation. So honestly, if you have not heard that, please go back. And number 5, energy. This is worlds colliding, coming together in a convergence. You have a product that can be felt almost instantly, that has those longer term benefits. And I'm going to use the term convergence a lot on this call. That's the theme of my little bit of time, is the convergence. What happens when multiple things converge at the same time? They create an explosion. That's what that can do for our businesses. So if you think that I'm a little bit excited about it, and you can tell that in my voice and maybe in my eyes, it's because I truly am. And I'll kind of put it in perspective as I summarize the end of this call. So let's review the 5 business highlights. Number 1, simple duplication model. This story is so easy and simple to share, and people resonate with it. And that makes it so easy to duplicate, especially with the envelope model that we'll also talk about. Number 2, unlimited opportunity. I think it was week number 2, Joe Jensen and Jorge and I all talked about the market potential that this product addresses. And it's a combination of 3 or 4 different markets that this product addresses, totaling more than $1 trillion. In fact, someone on a call earlier said $3.5 trillion with a TR. I mean, that's an amazing opportunity, and unlimited, without a ceiling. So as Ron has said, this could have been launched into 3 or 4 different products. Instead, we created an all-in-one nutritional shot using this technology to provide an unlimited opportunity for all of us, because that's the focus that we have needed. Number 3, unique pricing model. We'll share that and talk about it a little bit more in just a second. Number 4, business driving product. How easy is that to share your marketing tool? It's, instead of giving someone a business card, give them a shot that's branded, that gives them an instant hit, and also you can explain the product. It's a business driving product all in itself. I can use numerous examples, not a lot of them, but a number of them, of companies that have had a lesser story with an average product, but a single focus, that have done this. And I believe that that's what we're in store for, and that's what this convergence is creating. Number 5, global express model. As I thought about and talked to Ron about returning to Forever Green, this is one of the main reasons why I came back to the company. And one of them, obviously, is how much I feel comfortable here, how much this is a home, my love of and respect for Ron, the mission he's creating. All those things were a part of the equation. But the Prodigy-5 product, returning back to the global express model, was what I believed was the catapult that's going to, or convergence, as I've been saying, that's going to take this company to new heights and exponentially. And I truly believe that. I think that this unique product, this unique business model, are two explosions that are going to happen. And just hang on, or ride it, as we like to say. So what do we do next? What's the first thing that we do? And I will have to admit, I was on a call with the Europeans earlier today. They have really taken hold of this. They are number one in buying and purchasing the $20 pack. It's a simple message. Purchase the $20 training pack, and that will provide for you a link to, if you're not there in person, many of you will be, but some won't, we'll give you a link to be able to listen to Dr. Ambati and Dr. Saucedo explain this for the first time. I think that's going to be very exciting. I'm not going to be in Paris, actually. Someone has to stay back and run the company. Everybody else is going to be there. If you've seen the new TV show called Designated Survivor, I'm the designated survivor. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so second of all is by purchasing the $20 training pack, it locks you into the pre-launch. Now, keep in mind, the $20 will be charged right now, but the $299 doesn't get charged until the product's ready to ship. So that's something that takes place a little bit later. Then that locks you into the lifetime auto ship price. That's the unique pricing model, $99.95, fully qualified for life if you stay on auto ship. I mean, that is the unique pricing model. Again, everything coming together, as I've been saying. And it's even simpler. Next slide. All membership fees have been waived through the end of October. So it just doesn't get any easier than this. I know, Kathy, you talked about that at the launch, the fly-in that we had. It's such a simple message and so easy to duplicate. So I'm very honored to be able to introduce some special guests today. And since this is the final performance of the final night, I just think that you're going to get well fed. I hope that you all have paper and pencil to take some notes, because these people know what they're talking about. So to start us off, we've invited, since this is the English webinar, but it's for all markets that speak English, we've asked a couple of leaders from Australia to join us. And that is Rolf and Krista Kranert. We're excited to have them on the call. Rolf and Krista, please take it away.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you for having us again. And we feel honored to be there and to share a little bit our thoughts about Prodigy-5 and what we're going to do to experience. So next slide, please. If we have some. Yeah. So Prodigy-5 as an unlimited opportunity. Are we ready for it? Are we all there to unlock our unlimited possibilities? Next slide, please. To go ahead. And if you look into humanity, we evolved all the time. Human possibilities are evolving with no limits. And the only limit that happens with us is in our mind. And one mind always starts to think, but what if we could fly? And we started to fly, you know. Many people didn't believe in it, but there is unlimited opportunity. Next slide, please. So communication, if you think about communication, it is so fast. We are going faster and faster and faster. And here we are unlimited as well. And now think about Prodigy-5. We have new technology, the first time. And what we can see, as it is everywhere visible in nature, with Prodigy-5, we will have even a faster communication in our body, in our cells, in our brain. We will evolve as humanity as well with Prodigy-5, unlimited. Next slide, please. So Prodigy means faster and more efficient communication of nutrition and cells in your body. Unlimited, you know, we can enhance our body. Next slide, please. Okay. So if you dream big and if you want to be of service, if you like these unlimited possibilities that we can share, if you ever thought, where is my chance? I mean, there was never a better time. I know many people say that, and many other companies tell you that as well. But here we have something totally different. And from my perspective, from a health professional perspective, you know, health concerns everyone. So there is no limit for nobody. It's everyone needs to start to think about health and to find ways, and very good ways and simple ways, you know, easy to do, to enhance, and that we start to tune our bodies unlimited as well. What else? Imagine what could we do with healthy brains, with clarity. Next slide, please. So if you think about all kind of people, you know, we need really to unlock our creativity, to be clear, to be focused, to be fast and effective and efficient. So now if you look into different people, all your family members you can start with, to see them having a better health. Friends, gyms, neighbors, meetups, hairdressers. And if you have access to the NASA, how amazing would that be for them, you know, to take this nutrition with them? They can't carry a lot of bags. So I don't have access to them, but perhaps someone of you. So again, it's unlimited because health concerns everyone. Next slide, please.
So Rick talked already about the 1.6 trillion or even more annual market, which combines the vitamin supplements, antioxidants, minerals, energies, and superfoods. And I think it's very exciting that we can converge what Rick said, all of them together. We can address everything. So therefore, we have a huge, huge, huge potential with $1 trillion worth of market in our industry. Is a $179 billion industry. It's bigger than music industry and NBN and football or soccer. It's huge. So again, unlimited potential. Next slide, please. And for people amongst us or anyone else we talk to, if you talk to someone, what they love to do, traveling, I hear all the time. Well, do it. Take your laptop, travel around the world and find new partners. You can build this business anywhere. 212 countries and territories. It's just amazing. Or if people like sitting on the beach with their laptops, we can do it. We can even find partners online or on the beach, anywhere, everywhere. And if people dream of organizing home parties, we can do it easily with giving the samples out. We can help busy mums to stay at home and build a business and support their families. Or if people dream of being self-employed, now they can do it. Low startup cost, no limits, just do it. Next slide, please. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's from us. All the best, and we see you in Paris.
Yeah, all good. And don't stop your brain to think about limits. Just open your mind and go ahead. No limits at all.
Thank you. Thank you, Rolf and Krista, very much. Great information. And I'll sign up for about February about working on my laptop on the beach, okay? Definitely. We appreciate that very much. And great reminder. Now it's a great honor and privilege to introduce one of the first people that I had a chance to meet as I joined Forever Green for the first time. And I remember as Ron was explaining to me the different members of the company, and he started talking about Marilyn, and he got this light in his eyes. And I mean, she has been with the company from day one, minute one, helped to share the little pieces of chocolate at the first meeting. It wasn't even a full chocolate, it was pieces of the chocolate. And just someone I've had a chance to travel with, to work with closely over the years, and someone I have deep respect for. So please welcome to the call, 6-star from Alberta, Canada, good friend, Marilyn Stewart.
Thank you so much, Rick. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. And it really is an honor to be here tonight, you know, on the last presentation. I have been part of, you know, the presentations over the last couple of months, and I want to thank corporate, the entire staff, executive team for all they have done to direct, plan, determine, lead us to the point we are here right now, because it's exciting. It's at this point, we are making history. You know, you shared a lot with us, you know, before we came on, what this revolutionary opportunity is. And I've been fortunate to be part of a number of launches with Forever Green, and it's created a multi-million-dollar business for me. And it's because you decide, you know, when something is brand new and it's revolutionary and it's new, you know, a lot of people sit around and wonder, you know, well, let me find out a little bit more. Me, you know, I want to be right at the front. I want to pave the road, be the pioneer, and create it. And with Prodigy-5, there is so much that has been prepared and planned for us that it's not quite like starting something brand new. You have created that for us. So our product line that you defined very well and explained, and others have, is unique. Never before in history do we have this bio-enhancing technology for nutritional absorption. This world is in desperate, desperate need of this. It doesn't matter if we're from, you know, wealthy areas, you know, in, you know, first world countries, or, you know, the poverty of third world countries. Absolutely everyone. And so we have a product, and then, you know, companies do launch products and they're unique, and the explosion, and as you say, it goes straight up. Yet we have something else that combined with it that I don't think anybody has an idea how big this can be. Is because we have the global envelope model. And back in 2013, when it was an idea, you know, it was like, wow. And many of us have created an extraordinary business with the envelope model. We have established offices around the globe. We have been able to ship and pay commission to over 200 countries. And so that is taken care of. All the programming, everything is ready. You know, we had a lot of challenges when we first started. Well, I guess it's almost 4 years ago. And so we're ready. And when you combine something so unique as a product and the business opportunity, you bet something's going to collide and history will be made. And Dr. Mbate and Dr. Adam chose Forever Green because of its history, because that we're ready as, you know, the members of Forever Green are ready to take this globally. And those listening today, don't just listen, you know, step in with your heart and determine what you're going to do to create history. Action, I think the first thing, as you said, Rick, you gave the first action plan. You purchase a lecture, it then secures your product pack October 29th. It also secures an auto ship that is unique and is only to those who do those 3 steps. And then the next is you determine the business you're going to build. And I like to say, you know, like an artist, you know, they're an artist, they know how to paint. If they sit and think about it, and they sit with their paints in front of them and the canvas in front of them, and they have this great idea of the picture they want to paint, but if they don't put the brush and the paint and start painting, they won't create a beautiful masterpiece. So make a decision, you know, what rank, you know, be daring, decide the rank that you want to achieve and or the dollar amount of commissions that you want to create. Do the math. You know, Kevin was excellent today in giving out what the numbers are. It's not too difficult to do numbers with 250 QV with each pack. and then go to work. You know, this is network marketing. What is the work you're going to do? And through the weeks, a number of steps have been given to everyone. So, you know, it's up to you to have the vision, to have that certainty, and to have the determination that you're going to go and do what you decide you're going to do. And I'm going to leave everyone with, you know, a lot of people think it's about us finding a lot of people, those, you know, people who will buy the $1 trillion, you know, worth of product. I want you to think the opposite. There are so many people looking for you. So what will you do to expose yourself, to expose the information about the product, the opportunity, so all the people who are needing what we have the ability to experience it. Unless you expose, they can't receive. That's how each one of us have been able to be part of this incredible business. And I love Forever Green. It is my home. And thank you so much, Rick. I'm so thrilled you're back with us, and you're doing an amazing job. Thank you.
Marilyn, thank you. Beautifully presented by a very beautiful person as well. Inside and out. We love you, Marilyn.
Thank you.
Thank you. And it just reminded me of a phrase as she was saying that at the very end, that, and it's one of my favorite sayings, and that's set yourself on fire and people will come from miles around to watch you burn. And it's, I love the way that you presented that. Very well done. It's now my honor and privilege as well to introduce our next guest. Someone I met a little bit later in the game as I came to Forever Green the second time, and she and her husband came into the office, and it was like this, if you remember the cartoon, the Tasmanian Devil, it was like they came in and all of a sudden this energy just gets like stirred up, and they're, oh, we need this, and we're doing this, and we're doing this, and I'm like, whoa, who are these people? And it just became magnetic, and I love her energy. And as I've worked more closely with her and her husband Todd, it's just, I've developed such a great respect and friendship with them, and an honor to be able to introduce to you today, 6-star from the glorious state of Utah, Kathy Humphreys.
Hi, thank you so much. Can you hear me okay?
A little bit, turn it up just a little bit, or talk closer.
A little more volume, better?
Yeah, that's better.
Awesome. Thank you guys. Thanks for having me again. It's been an honor to be on this webinar and the previous webinar that I got to be on. And these have been great webinars for our field. Appreciate all of you guys, the executive staff, and putting this in action for all of us. It's been a really big deal. I want to start out with recognizing a few. Sorry if you see me looking this way, because I have notes, because I want to make sure I get in what I want to get in tonight. Our team, I just kind of went through and looked at all of our Prodigy-5 orders, because you know you guys can do that, right? You can look in your reports, you can see where those packs are being purchased, you can go, you can not only recognize, but you can help those leaders be able to hit their goals, as Marilyn said, figure out what the rank is, figure out what you need to do. And it's nice to be able to have that, and I thank you guys for putting that in there as well, so we could really not be blindfolded as we try to run this. But our Canada group is crushing it. I mean, we have a lot of great countries that are purchasing the packs, that are jumping on board, but Canada is crushing it in our team right now, and Japan is a really close second. So I just wanted to say congratulations to the Canada group and the Japan group. You guys are doing amazing. I'm so excited to see what's going to happen. But I want to talk about the network marketing industry and the business model, guys, because I think that a lot of people get a little, when they come into the industry, we all come in the same way. You guys have heard me say this before. Not one of us come in with a whole huge, 20,000 people and an education in network marketing and knowing how to do this business. None of us have. We were all introduced to a product. As Marilyn said, we were exposed to something, whether it was a product, a business, a company, maybe a visionary or a leader in that company, maybe a culture, maybe the community. We were all introduced to something. And we said, I like the sound of that. I think I might want to try that. We all did that at whatever time we first came into this industry. And I think that a lot of the times when you're in the industry for a while, we forget that. And we forget that fresh new feeling that it feels like to be a brand new person who's never been in this industry and doesn't understand it. And I want you to have a full understanding. You are in business for yourself. You are enrolling in your own home-based business. And I will tell you, 14 years ago, the reason I fell in love with this industry was because of the business model. And the business model was I was able to take a product that I was passionate about, that I felt could help other people. I was able to expose people to that product, then expose them to earning some referral commissions towards paying for their product, introducing them more to the company, to the leadership, to the business model as a whole, and then they started making decisions that they wanted to make money and do the business. I fell in love with that business model immediately when I knew that I could do those few things, and I could be home with my kids. I could raise my kids as a stay-at-home mom. I could contribute to my household financially. I could feel like I had a purpose beyond, obviously, my most important purpose, I believe, is being a mother and now a grandmother. But I had purpose in life that I could reach out and have a platform to help people. And I got to do it from home while I raised my kids. I just was ruined by that. So we got to understand that we're in our own business, okay? Now, if any of you have owned a traditional business like we owned before network marketing, or if any of you have known anybody that owns a business, you have workman's comp, liability, employees, payroll, overhead, equipment, all the things that come with a brick and mortar business. In network marketing, you have started your own business for a couple $100. If you're getting in on the Prodigy pack, you are getting the $20 training ticket that is definitely worth it, that you're going to live stream the training if you're not in Paris. For those of us that are in Paris, I'm excited to hopefully meet the doctor in person and be there. But the live stream is amazing with our technology and what we have. Then you're going to have your $299 pack, which is going to give you 250 points. And then you're going to have your $99.95 auto ship. Okay, you're in business. You now have started your own business with $20, $299, and a $99.95 commitment a month, which is product that you're going to use every day or you're going to sample, or both. Who can have that? So you don't have the overhead, the workman's comp, the liability, the insurance, the employees, the payroll, none of that. You have also hired, and right now you're hiring them for free because our enrollment is free till the end of October. You have hired a company that has a multi-million-dollar, amazing, wise, unbelievable, dedicated, their work ethic is amazing staff to take care of marketing, product delivery, commissions, everything. They take care of it all for you. And right now it's free to have them do all of that for you. So your job is to get out and be a promoter. Promote the product, promote the business model, the company, being able to earn commissions to pay for your product. That's all you have to do is promote. That's what we are. I'm a great promoter. That's why I do well in this industry. Have I had to learn how to become a professional and do all of those things? Yes, but I earned as I learned. And then I became a professional, and now I get to show other people how to do the same thing. So understand the business model, and if you don't, find a way. Find a leader, find a mentor, get a book, whatever. Understand the business model, what network marketing was born on, and it is to get products into people's hands, get into people's homes. Look, any of our products, and I believe, and it's not just because I'm in love with this company and this is my home, I believe we have some of the best products in the industry. I believe it. They are pure, they are premium, they are well thought out, they are category creating. I mean, come on. We have the best of the best, and Prodigy-5 is going to be the best. And so we have that. Now, we could go into GNC or we can go into any kind of a store to buy something. If we were to put some of our products on those shelves, they would not sell like they sell through this kind of a business model. Be proud of who you are. Be proud of what we do. We are giving people the opportunity to have some amazing products for them to take control of their health, to take their health back. This Prodigy-5 is for everybody every day. It is a business-driven product because everybody can use it every single day. They're going to drink it every day. They're going to sample it every day. And everybody needs it. As Marilyn said, it doesn't matter if you're wealthy or you're poor. We are all challenged in the nutritional area right now with the way that our world is. So everybody's going to use it. Everybody needs it. There's no coaching. There's no having to go read a big mat. There's nothing. You just take the shot and go on with your day. You feel that energy. You improve your health. Nothing else to talk about. So it is very business driven, and you want to be proud that you're in business. You're in business with a company that is very, very serious about not only offering amazing nutritional products that will help you take your health back in a natural way, but having a culture and a community to uplift people, to inspire people, to help people have a better life. We have one shot. Why not make the best of it? And this company wants to help you do that. why would you not be shouting from the rooftops about that? So that is the business model, understanding the full business model, and don't be anchored into one thing or the other. That's another blessing that I had, was not being anchored in just product or just the compensation plan, or maybe just a leader or the company. I was anchored in the full business model and what it offers for all of us to have a platform to reach out and to help other people achieve their goals, their dreams, their desires, whatever it is they want. We have what they want. You just got to find out what it is they want and direct them. I love Prodigy-5 as an introduction to our company, to our business, to someone's home-based business, because it's simple, it's easy, it's duplicatable. It's we're going to go get these little flasks and we're going to fill them with ice cold water. We're going to have our samples. I can carry that in my purse, get the little 2-ounce plastic cup with the lid, pour water, pour the shot in, shake it up, pop the lid off, and have somebody shoot it. Instead of giving them a business card, you give them that, you tell them where to find you on Facebook, get their information, and you have a lead, you have a prospect, you have somebody that's going to want this product. It is so simple. And what the beautiful thing about it is we're in 200 plus countries and territories, and people can go out and share this with everybody they know, and then they're going to get into the Forever Green back office, and they're going to see all the other amazing products that are offered in their area. And they're going to just fall in love with everything that we have. So I love the fact that it's simple, it's duplicatable, it's easy. And the last thing I'll lead with is another thing I really love about the Prodigy-5 is because it's for everybody every day, not just the product. It's a business model for everybody every day all over the world, right? So what I love about that is it helps us be able to create our duplicatable, simple system. People need to be system dependent. They need to be self-sufficient, independent, system-dependent business owners who all get to work together and mentor each other and cheer each other on. That's what we need. Prodigy-5 gives us the opportunity to go ahead and drive with that model, creating self-sufficient, independent, system-dependent people. You have a system in place. You can drive people to $20, $2.99, $99.95. I don't know what it's going to be after this special launch, so you want to get everybody involved ASAP. I'm sure it'll be beautiful afterwards, but this is such a great opportunity, guys. We're excited to be in Paris. We took the leap of faith and we booked our tickets 2 weeks ago. We're excited to go. Guys, understand your business model, understand your industry, and understand that you're with a company that has the most beautiful culture, the beautiful community. You've seen some of the leaders tonight. I've got to spend time with Rolf and Krista, with Marilyn. I love you guys. I'm so glad to be your partner. And Rick, thank you so much for your time. And thanks for everything you're doing. You're doing amazing.
Thank you, Kathy. Appreciate that. Appreciate the kind remarks and the lessons that all of you are teaching tonight. I love these webinars. I learn from them. I'm incorporating some of the same language. Each one of you have given me tidbits tonight that I've recognized that I can utilize as I explain things better. So thank you, and thanks, Kathy. I'm sure we'll see you soon. It is now my honor to introduce our last and final speaker to the call. I had an opportunity of meeting Travis for the first time a few years ago when I owned my own company, and we were looking to do some marketing, and somebody said there's this really young hotshot guy, really understands internet marketing, and that's business that I, being a baby boomer, do not necessarily. I mean, I do have a Facebook account, I think, and I do a few of those things, but that's how I got to know Travis and realized that not only is he a very sharp mind as it relates to that type of business, but really has a passion for this industry, and someone, again, that I've grown to respect and admire, and it's my honor to introduce to you our all-star. I don't know why it says 6-star. I'm so sorry about that, Travis. I'm not sure why, but please welcome all-star also from Utah, Travis Bott.
Hey, Rick, can you hear me okay?
I sure can, yeah. Are you on video or just audio?
Guys, I'm not going to lie to you. I've been in bed for the last 2 days with this infection, but I didn't want to miss this call, but I definitely do not look as pretty as Marilyn and Kathy Humphrey, so I'm not turning my camera on tonight. But guys, I didn't want to miss this call because this is just such an exciting moment, such an exciting time. I've actually been laying in bed doing 3-way calls today with a new team that we just launched in the company. And it's always exciting for me to see a new team come into the company, a new group of leadership, somebody fresh with a new perspective that maybe doesn't take for granted what I take for granted in this company. And I think when you've been in something for a while, you know, Brad Hager, Kathy Humphreys, Marilyn obviously has been here longer than any of us. I think there's moments in time where you maybe just, you fall into one of those seasons where you take for granted the opportunity that we have in this company. And when you see a fresh person get started, you see somebody who has some experience in the industry, so they recognize what opportunity they're getting into, but then they wrap their arms around what it means to be a part of Forever Green, and you see them piece together the excitement of all the different components. Fortunately, this person got to fly out and he got to see Ron and Rick and everyone in person, so he got to see the ownership of the company. And I saw a check for him as we went to dinner that night. And then he went back and he started studying the products, and he was messaging me about Pulsate, and he was messaging me about the Prodigy-5 product, and he was messaging me about products that I hadn't even thought of in a minute. And all of a sudden, a check for him in the product category, and he's like, man, this company has incredible products. And then we started talking about the Global Express model and the ability to do business all over the world. And he started talking to me about teams and relationships that he's established over, you know, years of experience in the industry in Africa and in the Caribbean and all over the world. And you see just these check marks start happening that I think sometimes we all take for granted, having been in this company. We don't really realize. Brad Hager, I think, at our last fly-in got up and talked about, you know, companies that are billion-dollar companies that have been in business for 30, 40, 50 years in the direct sales MLM space, and they're only doing business in 40, 50, 60, 90 countries. And here we're in a company, we're in an opportunity with this Global Express model where we're literally able to pay commissions and ship products to almost every corner of the world, every corner that we can, right? I mean, there's those countries where you just don't do business, but in every corner where opportunity could be had, we're providing an opportunity to those people. And I think sometimes, I know myself, watching this leader get started and seeing his excitement and seeing him really capture the vision for the opportunity here, I think it rebuilt and kind of re-energized my vision. And that's what's exciting about this industry of network marketing is every day you wake up, you have that new opportunity because, as Kathy said, you own your own business. So you get to make that decision. And there's days, guys, where this business is tough, and there's days where you have somebody come into your life, a new acquaintance, well, in my case, an old acquaintance, that literally reached out to me and said, hey, tell me what you have going on because I'm looking for something. And on that note, guys, I just want to talk about the importance of building relationships that are going to last and not burning bridges. I mean, what a lesson to me to kind of humble myself and remember the value of relationships, as this guy reached out to me years later and said, hey, tell me what you're doing and I want to come check it out. And then to watch him literally go through the checklist, right? What's important in a company? Good ownership, good infrastructure, a comp plan that pays, commission engine that works, products that are stand-apart products, a product that you can feel when you take it for the first time, something that you can sample. And then a business model. The big innovation for us is the Global Express model, and literally a business that you can take all over the world. And it was just so exciting as I saw him going through that checklist and saying, man, this is an incredible opportunity, Travis. And I was like, yeah, you're right. This is an incredible opportunity. And so it's fun as you get out there and take action, as Marilyn was talking about. As you get out there and start talking to people and taking action, you'll find that your acumen will grow, your excitement will grow, your ability to have that conversation will grow. Just talking with this guy and going through the recruiting process, I saw every aspect of my energy towards Forever Green in this project grow a little bit, and it was already up there because we're launching Prodigy-5. I believe it's an innovative product. I believe it has every check mark. If a company was hiring me as a consultant and said, Travis, what are the key things we need to look for in a product if we really want to go make an impact in this industry today? I think Prodigy-5 has those things. Innovative conversation, it's sampleable, you feel it within a few minutes of taking the product, it tastes incredible, and it's tied to an innovative business model, right? All things that are differentiating from just the regular things. I can tell you 5 companies that are launching this month that don't have an innovative product. They don't have an innovative business model. You can't feel their product. There's nothing special, so there's nothing that sets them apart. So I was already excited about Prodigy-5, but then as you get out there and just get after it and take action, and you start seeing these new people come in, and for the first time hearing about something that you've been passionate about for a year or 2 years, or maybe it's a week, but it just re-solidifies and reestablishes your belief in what you're doing, and then you can go take more action. So I'm excited about what's going on, guys. Unfortunately, I'm going to tell everyone, I have to have a surgery. I have my tickets booked, but I'm not going to be able to make it to Paris. The 27th, I just found out I have to have a surgery. But for anyone who's not going to make it, I want to challenge you to be on the live stream, and be on the live stream with somebody else. Take advantage of that day. Take advantage of that opportunity, because I'm not going to be able to be there. And unfortunately, I'm not going to have anyone in my house because I'm going to be recovering from a surgery. But it just made me stop and think about, I'm going to set up the TV in my room so I can watch the live stream. But if you're not going to be able to be to Paris, maybe you're just getting started in the business, so you're not going to be able to get that ticket. Take advantage of the opportunity to live stream that event, but don't do it alone. Have 4 or 5 prospects there with you watching this historic event, because I can assure you the energy of this company coming out of that event, I won't be able to recreate it. I'm sad that I'm not going to be able to be there, even though I can watch it on live stream, because you won't be able to exactly recreate the energy of being there. Well, guess what? You won't be able to exactly recreate the energy of at least being able to watch it on live stream. Kathy Humphries isn't going to be able to call you and fill you in on all the details and give you the same energy and the same impact and the same feeling if you watch that live stream event. Take the time out of your day, invite a few prospects over to your house, set it up nicely, and watch that event and have them feel like they're a part of something historic. Because, guys, I believe those that take advantage of this Global Express opportunity, those that take advantage of this business model, it's innovative in and of itself. Even if we didn't have an innovative product, the conversation that we can tell around our business model is so innovative that alone would carry us into some incredible success in this industry of just more and more companies launching with the same old things, same old thing, same old thing. Nothing special. Guess what? We're coming out with a new diet product. Cool. Everyone else has had a diet product. What's innovative? We've got an innovative technology in our product married with an innovative business model that people just can't compete with. So you're in the right place, and we've got this historic event coming up. That's why I didn't want to miss the webinar tonight, because I cherish the opportunity to be a part of these events and jump on calls like this and have the ability to be a part of launching something that I believe will help change lives all across the world. As I got on a 3-way call today with a lady who lives in the Caribbean, listening to her talk about, it's just, we take so much for granted in this opportunity we have, that we can take opportunity to all over the world. Because in countries and places like where she lives on a small island, her vision for her opportunity to have great success was only as big as the borders of her island, until she heard about Prodigy-5, and she heard about this business opportunity with Forever Green and this global model where she knows people all over the world. But before somebody told her about that, her vision for her ability to achieve her dreams was only as big as the island boundaries that she lived in. And now all of a sudden she's energized and excited, and I know people in Africa, and I know people down in Dominican Republic, and I know people over here, and I know people over there, and I can't wait to tell them about Prodigy-5. So guys, now's the moment to take your life to another level, to achieve a dream, that dream vacation, whatever it is. Now's that moment, because we have this innovative business model where we can literally take opportunity to people all over the world. We take for granted the opportunity we have. If you're on this call, you have an opportunity because you're on this call. God's blessed you with an opportunity to be on this call and hear about a business model where you can go change your life and your family's financial future if you simply choose to take action. And there's people all over the world who haven't yet been introduced to that opportunity, who right now, their vision, their ability to think about taking care of their family is as big as the border of their city or the border of their town or the border of their island, because somebody hasn't brought them out that opportunity. We're blessed because we get that opportunity to financially benefit from taking that message to people all over the world and blessing their lives with a bigger vision to be able to be a part of something bigger where they can take opportunity to other people and it will financially benefit them and their family. So that's what I'm excited about. Rick, I know you guys are going to do an incredible job in Paris. Ron, thank you for all your hard work going into launching this product. And guys, I'm just excited to be a part of this company and have the opportunities that it gives us.
Travis, thank you. And especially thank you for kind of rising up over your sickbed to bring us that energy tonight. We appreciate that. And again, from all of the leaders that have shared the information tonight, I think, I feel well fed. I feel that I have learned something new about this technology, the product. And I know Travis wasn't on the call in the very beginning as I was sharing and asking for a favor from all of you. And that is to look at this through fresh eyes. And talk about a great segue. As he said that, he didn't even realize that's what I had said earlier. But I believe that that's what we need to do every day. I get excited when I come to work. I have about a 25-minute drive. And I think a lot about what the day's going to bring and what we're doing and how I can do that better and how I can be a better support for each one of you. And I get excited about it. I love this industry. I love what it brings into my life, the relationships that we create. As I look into each one of your eyes, that I can see those of you that are still on the call and the participants, I see love, and it's part of what this industry brings to me and what I missed being away from it. I think that we really do have a convergence of some powerful elements coming together to create something very unique and special. And I do think sometimes we take that for granted and we look at it like, oh yeah, we've got to do this, we've got to do that, we've got to do this. And we get caught up in our daily lives that we forget when someone sees this for the first time, what that looks like to them. And so thank you, all of you, for giving us that vision, for preparing us. I love the energy of the call tonight. Thank you for each one of you for adding to that energy. I don't think I need to close necessarily on what to do next, because I think we all are excited to get up and to do what we need to do next. But I will share this, and that is that we start a week from tonight a North American opportunity call. And what we're going to do is it's going to be a webinar based where those of you who are not in North America, please join us if you'd like to, but it will be focused for North America. We'll have a few minutes of recognition. I still think that's important for that type of call. There's not going to be really any house cleaning. If there's a promotion or something, we'll add it. But it will be explaining this as an opportunity, both the product, Prodigy-5, as well as the envelope model, the things you've heard about tonight, the company, the vision, so that as you can bring guests to this, it will be about 30 to 35 minutes maximum, unless we invite certain leaders that can't hold to that time, but I'm not going to name any names. I thought it was funny, sorry. Anyway, so with that in mind, because I know you're all thinking about the same person. Anyway, so with that in mind, I just want to thank each one of you for being a part of the company, for sharing your energy, for being who you are, because this industry is about all of us coming together, not mimicking someone else, but bringing what we bring, and each of our own personalities. I love what I do. I'm your advocate. That's what I do. Somebody asked me one time, can you define what you do? And I said, well, when you take a bath and all the water runs out, you know what's left over at the bottom of the bathtub drain? No one wants to deal with it, but somebody has to deal with it. That's me. So whatever you need done, no matter how beautiful or how awful it might look, call me. I'm the chief bottom of the bathtub drain officer. But I do love what I do. And I think that we have a unique opportunity that we can all embrace together and enjoy, as we've been taught so well by Ralph and Krista, that we can meet together on the beaches of the world, that we can enjoy whatever that dream is, whatever it looks like for each one of us, whether it's putting a child through school, whether it's a car payment, whether it's a house payment, whether it's a yacht. As we've said, let's give ourselves permission to dream big, because I think this provides that opportunity. So again, I want to thank each one of you for being on the call. Thank Wendy for being the behind-the-scenes star that she is, for hosting the call. Thank Ron Williams for providing this opportunity for all of us to embrace. Welcome to Forever Green, all of you, and welcome home. Thank you. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.